my yard. And above, we have what I call my triple bed. You can see bulbs coming up there, right there. And you see sedum that needs actually the old branches broken. Great thing about sedums, here's that broken branch right here. Great thing about sedum, you can dig up a piece, just break it off the mother plant, and then plant it somewhere else, and then it becomes a beautiful plant in its own right. Right here you'll see some bulbs popping up, along with a few weeds, and you'll see lots of branches that fell from this huge pine tree that we have. It is huge. Oh, back to the squirrel. The roofer mentioned that any limbs over the tree needs to be cut because that's how they jump on the roof and get in. I believe they're all the holes that they were able to get into the house from. They have since been closed, and we should be in good shape even if they do get on the roof. But I am going to cut back those limbs that you see right there. Okay. Now, also, another area I didn't show you. This is one of the newer beds right here. I have pretty much any perennial you can think of in this bed. It's a round bed surrounded by river rock. It looks a hot mess right now, but eventually it will turn into just a beautiful, beautiful picture postcard of a garden. Up ahead, that's our new mailbox. Teenagers decided that they didn't like the old one, so they knocked it down. I don't think they'll be able to knock this one down, but I don't think that'll keep them from trying. Okay, I'm gonna start back toward the pond and the gazebo so you can get a better look. Right behind this fence, I have another bed. This gets a good bit of afternoon sun back here. Have various and sundry plants, even a climbing rose right there. That's the native plant bed right beyond these trees. And all along the back side of, I guess, to the gazebo and ponds left, there are various pots and plants that's in ground that are shade plants. Here's a camellia. It should be budding up soon. Really, it should have budded up by now, but maybe it's just taking its sweet time, so I have to be patient. A lot of plants you don't see yet. They're just beginning to crawl out from under the leaves. See, like right there. Lots of sun. That little bird that fell down, we'll pick him up. It's just never ending. You can see some pots they don't hold up well in the cold. So these would have to be repotted. Unfortunately, they were beautiful pots. They're just not right for being outside all the time. And the gazebo is actually flanked by two beautiful brown pots holding lovely hydrangeas. I'm a hydrangea freak in case you didn't know. They're my favorite flower, bar none. And you may be able to tell that I'm walking on stepping stones. I actually got a pallet of them for my job for $25. So they're down the whole length. You might be able to see some of them of this pathway. There's another. So that was a great bargain. Other things, bird feeder, huge pot for my job. This is a shade bed. It's very informal, just various shade plants strewn throughout the yard, this area rather. Another little plant display that I have here. I decided to break it up and put statuary and a vase in the other two because rain wouldn't exactly hit the bottom two rows, so it just made sense to put the plant at the top only. Okay, I have daisies here. This is some type of plant. I can't remember. This is why I like to keep plant signs with whenever I plant them. But over time they tend to deteriorate, so you don't remember what you have anyway. This is the diamond bed that I mentioned earlier. And right beyond that with the concrete blocks, another shade bed. And we got an umbrella that fell during the winter. Take care of that. This is the newest bed of all. We had collard greens here. This is our veggie bed. We are committed to a healthier way of eating. So this will be our vegetable bed throughout the season. So right now we're going to have to pull that out, put it in a compost pile, and then put tomatoes in. That's probably the first thing we'll plant more than likely. This is the front of the pond. Right beyond, you can see the gazebo. This is the Itea plant, arborvitae. That's sort of a lemon lime type, and another camellia. The camellia, both of them started out as a cutting. A friend of mine gave them to me, and they are huge at this point. One day, like I said, I will get this pond right. You can see some of the liner exposed. We'll take care of it. Right here, it's Lady Banks Rose. It's a climber. It's very, very expansive. You can see all the branches. Once it leaves out, this is the third year. I'm hoping to see actual roses on it. So, keeping my fingers crossed on that. This is underneath the deck. All of this needs to be cleaned out. A lot of things I've held on to for whatever reason. But now I realize that if I want to have a more manageable yard, I have to be willing to part with some of this stuff. So, that is my goal. So, I'd like to thank you for allowing me into your home to show you mine. I'm very proud of it. Like I say, I have a long way to go still. I'm proud of it. Anyway, and I know with each year we will improve. We'll get better at this. We'll become more knowledgeable. So, you can see my daughter has already picked up the fences. She's raking to me. Sweetheart, would you like to wave? So, along with Carissa, I'll bid you farewell. Have a good day and happy planting.